Dr. John Bartemus here today with functional medicine Charlotte client Sarah, and Sarah wanted to share her story with us. So Sarah, thanks for being here, and why did you first seek out functional medicine care?
Thanks for having me. My journey started as a kid, but it was a game changer when I read your book.
Okay.
A friend of mine had bought the book and knew where my interests lie and gave it to me to borrow it, to read. And after reading it, I realized that you were right here in Charlotte, and even if you weren't, you did the Zoom type, you see patients that way. So I came in for the consultation.
And the goals or things you were seeking to address through a functional medicine approach were what?
Well, I had always, early on, so let me go back and say how conventional Western medicine just let me down.
Okay.
And so all my life, my gut has never been right, and I was diagnosed early with a bleeding disorder. But I never really got what I needed. It never really made a lot of sense to me what was really going on with me. So I went to see my doctor, my regular doctor, and
real doctor.
after getting my results, she sent me a message telling me I needed to start eating right and lifting weights, and it blew my mind.
Nice.
Because that's what I was doing. I mean, I had been doing that for years.
Yeah. So
it didn't make any sense to me that she couldn't remember when she sat with me and went over that. I wasn't important to her is what I walked away, and I've never gone back because I just saw nobody until I found you.
Okay.
So just trying to do my own research and find out what I could from clinical studies and kind of a lot of what you teach. I was kind of doing my own thing, trying to figure out what was wrong with me.
Okay. And so with that conventional background context, how was your experience with the functional medicine process, at least how it's practiced here, different?
It's been fantastic because I feel like a person with individual needs. Everything, when you took my labs and you broke my labs down and you started explaining my labs, and kind of like your book, not only the clinical doctor type lingo, but you broke it down into ways that anybody can understand. And the other part that you do is you look at us so that you know whether we're getting it or not.
Yeah.
So
do I need to say a different way?
Yeah. So that made a big difference to me as far as understanding what I needed to do. And as you know, I was already doing a lot of things, but it wasn't the right combination maybe. And I didn't understand the depth of the lab work the way you did, and you were able to connect the dots or put the puzzle pieces together.
There you go. Yeah. Well, good. And so in going through that, how is your life different after implementing the pieces the way we laid them out?
Fantastic. I have more energy. I'm sleeping better. My body feels better. It's functioning better. The energy piece is amazing though, because I require less sleep, and the people around me are like, yeah, they're having a hard time keeping up.
Yeah.
So as a 56-year-old woman,
that's right. There it is. Yeah, she's 56, people.
Yeah, it is. It's tough. Everybody keeping up with me, so I want to bring them all in here to see you, so that they too
appreciate
they too can really have that kind of energy. And it's just my body. I feel like it's my body working effectively and efficiently and optimally, as opposed to the way it was before. It wanted to work right, but there were missing components that it just wasn't working right. So yeah, I'm doing fantastic.
Excellent. And you're a great example of how doing the right things over time can take the old cop out of its age and just throw it out the window, because we're built for, arguably 120 years, not 70. And so thank you for being the role model to us to pursue wisdom and being optimal with every year that's ahead of us.
Yeah.
And so if you're out there and you want to reach Sarah's level, then reach out at functionalmedicinecharlotte.com and we'll see what pieces in your puzzle need to be sorted out.